Far away, in a magical land, there lived a king who had 11 sons and a precious daughter, Elise. When their father remarried, the children's lives changed forever. The evil stepmother fed them sand instead of cakes, and very soon sent Elise away to be brought up by peasants. Then she cast a spell on the boys. "Fly away in the form of great, speechless birds," she cried. And at that, the sons changed into white swans with huge flapping wings. They flew out of the windows and far away from the palace. After many years, the king sent for his daughter. The queen was jealous of the young girl's beauty, so the queen furiously rubbed walnut juice all over her and tangled her golden hair. When the king saw her, he cried out, "You're not my daughter." Elise wept and ran far away into the forest. Lost and tired, she lay down to rest. All night, she dreamt of her brothers. She missed them dearly. When she awoke, Elise bathed in a fresh pool in the forest, washing away the evil work of the queen. Elise came across an old woman carrying a basket of berries and asked hopefully, "Have you seen 11 princes?" "No," the woman replied, "but yesterday I saw 11 swans with crowns on their heads swim down at the brook." "My brothers!" Elise cried. The old woman led Elise to the stream. There, Elise waited until at last, at sunset, she spotted 11 wild swans with golden crowns flying towards the land. When the sun disappeared, so did the swans. They transformed into the 11 princes. Elise let out a loud cry of joy as she ran to hug her brothers. "Every morning at sunrise, we turn into swans," the eldest brother explained. "We spend the day flying and then return to our human form at sunset." "Please come with us tomorrow, Elise," begged the youngest brother. Elise gladly agreed. The brothers wove a mat out of willow bark to carry their sister. When morning came, they turned back into swans, and taking the mat in their beaks, they carried Elise through the sky. All day long, they flew across the empty ocean. Finally, as night fell, they settled down in the fairy kingdom. As she slept, Elise had a dream that a fairy told her. "Your brothers can be freed, but only if you weave 11 shirts out of stinging nettles. Until you have completed the task, you must not say a word, or else their lives will be in danger." When Elise woke, she spent all her time weaving the shirts. The nettles stung her terribly, and before long her hands were covered with blisters, but Elise persevered. One day as she was sewing, she looked up to find the most handsome king standing before her. When he asked her name, she was unable to speak. Struck by her beauty and concerned for her safety, the king reached out his hand, saying, "Come with me." The king took her to the palace, where she was lavished with riches. But Elise could only mourn silently, and the king did not understand why. There were some in the court who were suspicious of Elise, but this did not bother the king, and he married her. When Elise was spotted picking nettles from the churchyard, many claimed she was a witch who wanted to destroy the kingdom. One night, as Elise crept out of the chamber, the king followed her to the eerie churchyard, where he watched her pick some nettles. "Is it true? She is a witch?" he cried in despair. The king threw Elise out of the palace, forcing her to sleep among the nettles. But this only delighted Elise, because she knew that she could now finish the shirts for her brothers. The day came when Elise was taken in the cart to the market square, where the crowd was waiting next to a burning fire. Suddenly, 11 wild swans surrounded her, flapping their wings in desperation. Elise had carried with her the 11 shirts and quickly threw them over the swans. One by one, they turned back into the princess. But as Elise had not quite finished the last shirt, her youngest brother still had one snow-white wing. The curse was lifted. Now I can speak. I am not a witch, she cried. Her brothers surrounded her and called out, "She is innocent." The crowd could hardly believe what they just witnessed. They now knew this girl was not a witch. "Forgive me," the king begged. "Of course," Elise replied. As the church bells rang out and the crowd cheered, the king declared he would give each of Elise's brothers a portion of the kingdom. They ruled wisely and with great kindness, always grateful to their devoted sister. The end.